Hello, Irene. How are you? Hello. I have that guy. I'm going to get him and show you. Look at. Hello. He's my buddy. I love him. I'll have him sit next to me. Hello. How have you been this week? Whoever's here. Guys, things have changed in the room. There's color over there now. I did get your reference. I love Labyrinth. I have all the pop figures. I have Ludo and Jareth and the chick's name. And then who's the little trolley dude? I can't remember his name. Isn't that terrible? But I do remember the little worm guy. Hello. And things are falling over. How has everybody's been? How has everybody's week been? Happy Friday! I look like I'm going to have a little peppermint patty. The fan is blowing my hair back. Hi, Tammy. How are you? It's been a crazy week, guys. I didn't have any work. Bad week, Irene? I'm sorry to hear it. Hi, Susan. Hi from Kansas. Well, hi from New Hampshire. You're from Kansas. Great there. Irene, I hope your week gets better. I had no work this week, guys. Our work has dried up for our business very, very quickly. And we have jobs that are kind of in process, but we're waiting for everybody else to get their shit together, basically. And unfortunately, while we were waiting on that, it's working on it, getting better. Good. But while we were waiting on that, just got off work today, is my Monday. Oh, I say that, but I suppose once you're used to it, it's still, a work week. But yeah, I had no work, so I didn't work all week. But I did work because I tore this whole room apart. I moved shelves, I painted walls, I patched screw holes, and I bought a big shelf, and all of the fabric got moved out of the closet. And guys, I'm so tired. I can't even tell you. It is so overwhelming when you take all of your craft stuff out. I tell you what I do know, though, is I don't need to be buying any yarn at all. Guys, I have so much yarn under my cutting table. And what I'll do is once everything is done, because I'm not 100% done, I have to wrap all my fabric around comic book backer boards. I did. I really did. I was busy. And I took down my shelves that were over there and put them over here. And I painted the shelves. I spray painted the shelves purple, which I bought that paint when I did the room originally, like 2 years ago, and then never got around to it. And then on top of that, I was really busy with my Color Street stuff too. I sell Color Street for those anybody's here that if anybody doesn't know. But yeah, super busy. Oh, Lloyd's here. Super busy with that as well. I have a group on Facebook for the Color Street dry nail strips, and I was kind of busy this week getting things ready, and the big fall launch is coming out, so I had to do some research, and it's very exciting. Yes, Lloyd is wandering about. The kitties don't know quite what to do. Harry came up, didn't see it until late today, and it was like I couldn't walk through here this morning. It was so crazy. And I have some like video and pictures of when I started and everything was pulled out, but not really. As soon as I started to like patch walls and paint and stuff, like the taking pictures and videos just fell by the wayside. And so when I'm done, I'll do another craft room tour, because if you didn't know, my channel I started last, I think, October 13th, and shortly after, like within a week or two, I did a craft room tour. Yeah, but no more yarn. None. Not a one. Like, I have stopped watching unboxing videos even. Like, I love everybody. I love everybody's unboxing videos, but I'm all set. Like, I don't need the temptation at all. So, and not only that, there's something now that I started dyeing yarn, there's something about that that's kind of like, do I really need to buy other people's yarn? Or can I just buy bare yarn that I like and do it myself? So I'm kind of with that. I'm kind of in between. But it is finally we have the windows open, AC's off again. They were on. I think last week we had just opened the windows, and like 2 days later we had to close it up again and put the AC on. And so finally now a week later we were able to shut the ACs off and open the windows, which is nice. I can hear the peepers outside. You guys have peepers around where you are? Nobody has peepers. Crickets! Oh, it's crickets! That's so funny. You have frogs. Yeah, we get like frogs and crickets, and it's just that summertime night noise. I guess we call them peepers. I don't know. I don't know what we call them peepers, but yeah. So guys, I got no work done on crochet this week at all, other than I did do a small swatch for the Hag Shawl decrease tutorial that I put out the other day. And then last Saturday, the Hag Shawl tutorial came out, and that was her original triangle shawl. They were okay. I feel like the tutorials came out okay. It's really hard when you have a new setup to figure out where you can have your hands, and I kept pulling my hands out of frame. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you, I filmed that video 5 times, the original tutorial. And finally I was like, you know what? Everything that's pertinent is in frame. I'm done. Because I just, every time I would start again, then I would screw something up, and I'm like, oh my God. So I just went with it. And I think it came out okay. And the decrease one came out okay. But when I made the first tutorial, Ryan hadn't come up with the second version of the shawl, so I didn't even know there was going to be a decrease stitch. And I didn't mind doing it, but I just didn't include it in the first one because I didn't know. But yeah, so aside from that, I got no crochet work done. But look what I did find, guys. Apparently I was working on this and it got shoved in a bag and I completely forgot about it. So I don't know. I think if I remember correctly, when I started this, I just was like practice. And so I didn't really pick colors that do it for me, but I got really far. So I don't know how much practice I was doing there. Although, I have like things that are coming apart. And so it was not, it's really not going to be anything. But I did find it, which was kind of fun. The only thing is I don't remember which pattern it was. I have to go through all my patterns and figure it out. But I do like how it looks. So I know that I would make another. So that's good. So I did find that this week. I thought you guys might think that was interesting. Oh, thank you, Irene. Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. So there's that, really. I mean, it's been a quiet week. What about for you guys? What are you guys working on? Hello. Earthquakes. Exactly. Yes, I kicked the table. Craziness. So I can't wait to show you guys my room once it's all done. I used to have a bureau over here that I kept stuff in the drawers, and I kicked the bureau out. Mandala project. Oh, you finished a cardigan? I want to do a cardigan. I wear a cardigan like every day in the wintertime. I might as well just make them. I buy like one new cardigan every year, and then I wear it. By the end of the winter, it's trash. So I might as well just make my own. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I got rid of the bureau and I brought my domestic sewing machine back into the room. So I have my domestic machine is opened up and my Kenmore, the domestic I think is the 1932 is the year, I'm pretty sure. The Kenmore I think is a 1964. It's green, it's like avocado green. And then, I have my regular singer over here. My backup brother is over there. That one's like the CS 6000. Yeah, I think it's the CS 6000 or something like that. It's a really good sewing machine for beginners. If there's anybody that's into that, finding your size for a cardigan is difficult. I think it can be hard no matter which end of the spectrum you're on, whether you're a fluffy gal or whether you're a really teeny gal. I think sometimes really teeny can be hard to find too. Oh, look at my picture's crooked. And my gift there, my Happy Meal gift that I got last week from one of my viewers there was, it was there last week. I moved it. It is over my cutting table, so you guys will see it. So if that person is here, it is still out. Montgomery Ward, 1960s. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Hi, Trisha. How you doing? I'm like playing with my rings. Yeah, I had gone to this thrift store / record store, and it ended up they got rid of everything that wasn't records, and it was one of the best record stores around. And then now it's like in a warehouse, and it's by appointment only, and it sucks. You can just go in, And Dave and I would go in there, and we would just look through albums for hours because we have a turntable in the living room, and then Dave has two down in his music room in the basement. So I went into before they got rid of all their stuff, and they were selling off all their things, and they had these two sewing machines, the domestic and the Kenmore, and in the original tables, and I got them both for $40. Yeah, thrifting. And I don't mean $40 each. I mean $40 for the two of them in the original tables. And the domestic one, I got it home in one of the drawers. The top drawer actually has like the spindles for the big old metal bobbins, and it had an original bottle of Singer oil. And yeah, it was a really great score. Organize your gifts. I can't even imagine. That's partially, honestly, that's part of the reason that I sent you a gift card. I sent Trisha a gift card for the Christmas and July Fairies because I was like, I can't even imagine what I would do with the inundation of that many gifts. Like, I wouldn't know. Yeah, it was an amazing score. Totally amazing. I messaged them, I think, actually, and said, do you have any sewing machines? And he sent me back a picture. And I said, well, I'm interested in those ones. How much? And he's like, well, let me check with my wife. And then he got back to me. I bet it is overwhelming. I bet it is, for sure. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a great thing, and hopefully you're getting a lot of joy out of it. But when we started to get up to that number, I was like, I can't even imagine being the winner. Like, it would be exciting, obviously, but at the same time, I think I would feel like, holy crap, And, oh my goodness, I don't know. But yeah, so he got back to me and he was like, she wants like 50. And I said, how about like 40? And he was like, all right. And so there was that. And so now, and the great thing is they both work. I had to replace a once in a lifetime, right? Yeah, I know it. It was exciting. It was funny, because I signed on, I think, the first week after Dana came up with the idea. So watching it grow even from like this side of it was kind of crazy because I tried to visit every channel as well, just like the people that entered and stuff. And it was just, it was like, there was a week that because I responded to every comment on my video, on my original yarn, not yarn, Christmas and July Fairies giveaway one. Hey, honey. I responded to every comment, and as you can imagine, there were so many comments on that video. There was like a week, all I did was answer comments. That orange, I know, do you hate it? It's the same color for my office downstairs, but I have the lavender I bought to do the office. I thought about doing the lavender up here, but purple, you know what I mean? Hey guys, if you let it make everybody look sick. And I have to film in here. And so I always look overexposed, but at least I don't look green. And I think purple kind of has a tendency to make you look a little green. But yeah. Yeah, I found a lot of great channels too, Tammy. It was great. And it's almost difficult because I cannot keep up. I'm like at least a week behind everybody's videos because I'm trying to make my own and make bags and I'm so excited, guys. I can make bags again. But I'm gonna hold off. I want to get all of my fabric wrapped around the comic book backer boards. Does anybody here sew? Do you guys do that? Do you keep your fabric that way? But I have 2 shelves. I bought a 6-shelf like metal baker's rack, and I moved like the bottom has all my quilt battings and pillows and the vinyl that I have, and then I have my interfacings, and then there's 2 shelves that are just right now piled back to front of fabric. I just don't even know, and I have to deal with it all. And then I've got like baskets above and then underneath, but it's great. I love it. It's because I had to get the fabric out of the closet so that I could effectively get to it for bag making. But so I'm going to hold off on making more bags. I'm going to try to force myself to wait until everything is like really complete and done and organized, and then I can get going again. But my labels came in, guys. Look at, I got labels. Let me see if I can get it up close. Oops, I love them. These things took forever. 1 week behind. Yeah, I think I'm at least 1 week behind. There's so many people that I enjoy watching, and so I have so many videos, and some of the folks that I like to watch, they put out a lot of content, and so that's great for us as viewers to have that much content. But I feel guilty if I don't watch like every minute of every video, so it's been difficult as much as it's been fun. But anyways, guys, so here it is. Is it gonna focus? Focus on that, not me. Focus. It says Oak Knob Makes with Monique, and then the other side is, it's a little acorn. Isn't it cute? And so it'll be little labels for the bag. And it'll be little folded labels. Folded labels. So those were super cute, super cute. But I ordered them, and it was like, may arrive in 3 weeks. And yeah, no, like didn't get approved for 3. And then they mailed it. Like they were late making it, getting it to me, and then they mailed it. And then, of course, we all know the post office right now. And it got delayed there. I was like, I hate this. Yeah, the acorn was really cute. It was fun. I like it. I like how they came out. So this little unicorn zipper bag that I have sitting here still, I have not gotten to because I was busy. That'll be the first one with an actual label. So that'll be fun. But yeah, it's like that was just something that you was beaten into you from quilt making. You put a label on it. And honestly, I don't put a label on most of my quilt things. Oh, guys, I got my design wall moved out from, which design wall means felt. I used to have these felt behind my door. I have it moved out so that I can actually play with quilt blocks again. Diet cherry sign up. It's delicious. But yeah, so there's so many great channels. And then there were all the channels that I was already watching that I like. And then some of the channels, like, I was like rushing. To lay out quilt blocks. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Is it Cynthia? Am I saying that wrong? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, guys. So I wanted to tell you, I found these things, and this is because I sell Color Street, so I'm all about my nails now. But I just wanted to share with you guys, I found some stuff that I think is really neat. And whether you use... Oh, good. I'm good. I'm exhausted. I've been fixing my room. So Tori, do you not like the orange / coral? No, there aren't enough hours in the day at all. But anyway, so because I do Color Street, whether you do Color Street or not, if your nails, my nails have a tendency to be kind of soft and they split. And that's not because I use Color Street. They were like that before. But I actually find that that's one of the benefits that I'm enjoying about using it and selling it is I'm taking better care of my nails, which is nice. They don't get really long. Like they get a little bit long, but not very long. But anyways, I found this stuff. It's called Hard as Hoof. Not enough energy in me. Yeah. Hard as Hoof. And I think I got it on Amazon. It's nail strengthening cream. And you can put it on like over your nail polish or, Color Street is nail polish strips. It's just dry nail polish. But you can put it on over it and rub it into your cuticles and stuff. And I have to say, I've been using it for like, I don't know, week and a half. And I feel like all of my nails were always really soft. And a lot of them are much, much harder. And so I think this stuff might be pretty good, guys. So I wanted to tell you about it. Hard as Hoof. If you have like weak nails. And then the other thing, if you guys don't have a glass nail file, you should get yourself a glass nail file. My understanding is that it actually like seals the keratin, the end, which helps to it from flaking as well. And I just like it because if I get a little chip in my Color Street, it's nice. But I got this one on Amazon. It was only a few dollars, and it has a little case because it's glass. So, oh, you too, Trisha. Enjoy your call with your daughter. Congratulations, and thanks for coming by. And I haven't even caught up with your unboxing videos yet. Oh my gosh, it's so much. But anyways, guys, the glass nail files, they're not that expensive, and I think you can get them. I'm assuming you can probably get them at the drugstore now too. I don't know. I don't go in any stores anymore. Although Dave and I were talking, we have to go get our flu shots, and we got to find out when that flu shot is available, and then we're gonna mask up and make a trip to the pharmacy. Neither one of us has gone into the pharmacy since all this began. You just use the drive-through, but. Oh gosh, guys, too. I think it was Irene was telling me to update you about my knees. They feel a little better. Diamond Deb nail file. Yeah, it's probably the same thing, just glass. But and occasionally I think you do have to replace them. Eventually. But I really like them, and I gotta say, guys, seriously, if you guys want to try Color Street, hit me up in the comments. Or send me an email or whatever. I've got a Color Street email and it's not there right now. It will be tomorrow when I edit this. But there's a Color Street website and an email that you can email me at. And seriously, I will send you a sample. These things are amazing. I love them. Tori can tell you. She's totally addicted. I sent her, I think she bought like a couple, and she was like, "These are the best things ever." So, yeah. And it's very exciting because there's new nails coming. So it's very, very exciting. I am enjoying it. And I like my little group. I was telling Tori's not my, Tori is my daughter, by the way, guys. I was telling her she needs to get back on Facebook so that she could be in my Facebook group for it because we have a blast. Well, I do anyways. I laugh. I put up pictures of pretty nails and stuff. Yeah. Looking like tragic. Hi, Carrie. How are you? But yeah, this is my mani right now. I don't know if you guys can see. It's just sparkly pink, and then this is white. Isn't it fun? I love it. You can come up with so much fun. So much fun stuff. But anyways, so yeah, I'm excited about getting back to I'm good. I'm excited about getting back to cutting. That's what I was talking about, my knees. My knees are better. Nice rings. What rings? Oh, my rings. Is that what you mean? I'm sorry, I was eating a chip. This ring? Yeah. Thank you. That was my grandmother's engagement ring. It's really very old fashioned looking, but it's one large diamond and then it has, it's, I don't think it's going to focus. It has one large diamond in the middle and then there's, I think, 13 small ones around the edge. And then this is, this is obviously my engagement ring and my wedding ring. But I was the oldest grandchild, and so as the oldest granddaughter and grandchild, she left it to me when she passed away. Thank you. I love it. I love it. And the funny thing is normally people don't like, people have commented or complimented me on mine, but not so much my grandmother's. And I think it's the style. I think it is kind of an old fashioned style, and a lot of people look at it and go, I don't know. Um, but yeah, it's, thank you, Tam. Thank you guys. Yeah. And I wear it because I think it makes me think of her. So, it was hotly debated who was going to get the ring because it was, you know, it's a, it's worth some money. And my grandmother passed and nobody could find her will. And so there was arguing, and this one thinks that his daughter should have it, and that one thinks that they should have it, and finally my grandmother was like still alive, but everybody, I'm sorry, she hadn't yet passed. I should explain that. Everybody knew it was happening. And so they were basically going over her belongings and saying who was going to get, and she couldn't speak anymore, but she was nodding, and yes, this person, they would go through the list of names in the family, and they got to the ring, and they did it like 3 or 4 times, and she kept saying, yes, it goes to Monique. And then long after, they did find an old will, and I don't know, 20 years ago or something, and it had actually even been in that will that it was going. So I think it was just because I was the oldest. But my meme, I think of her all the time. I miss her a lot. She was kind of a pill. All right, so that sounds so bad, but Tori knows what I mean. Like, I love her. She was tough like woodpecker lips. My grandmother, man. She raised 6 kids alone. She had an alcoholic husband that she divorced when it was not okay, and a hurricane in a dress. Yeah, she was something, man. But I don't know, but I miss her. Artistic talent. Yeah, I didn't get any artistic. I couldn't. I think maybe I had some cooking skill, maybe from her. But mem. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have ever seen The Ref. It's one of our favorite Christmas movies, but it is not a feel good family Christmas movie. It's kind of a dark comedy, and it's got Judy Davis. Is it Judy Davis? Maybe it's Judy Davis, and Kevin. What's his name? Crap. Kevin Spacey. I know I don't think we're supposed to watch things he's in anymore, but I can't help it. This movie, and Dennis Leary, comedian, is in it, and still the mom from the original Mary Poppins plays the grandmother, and it's like Christmas Eve, and the family is all getting together, and the couple that's hosting get kidnapped by Dennis Leary, who's a thief, and he holds them hostage in their house, and he pretends to be their marriage counselor to the rest of the family. Okay, it's like there's profanity, it's there's drinking, but okay, so the mom, Mary Poppins, who's in this, like, she reminds me of my grandmother. But not, I mean, this woman is a bitch on wheels in this movie. She's awful. My grandmother wasn't like that all the time, but she had a streak in her that she could definitely be that way. It's called The Ref, as in like referee. And it's because Dennis Leary, who is the thief who takes them hostage, ends up basically refereeing between the two, Kevin Spacey and his wife, I think it's Judy Davis, I'm not sure, who are arguing. Yes, Meme was more sassy and funny about it, yes. But they spend the entire movie arguing, and so he ends up, yes, it is, there are some amazing one-liners in that movie. It's very funny, but nobody seems to know about it. We watch it every Christmas. It is really funny if you like kind of like dark comedy stuff. I mean, you can't be offended by swearing and stuff. So I mean, if that stuff offends you, I wouldn't recommend it. But like, take National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, make it a little bit darker and more swearing, and that's about where you are. So and guys, this is terrible. So I just watched Elf for the first time last year. I know there will be people that will be horrified by that. I don't know, like I had seen like 20 minutes of it here, 20 minutes of it there. And I just, whatever. And then I sat down and watched it, and it was hysterical. I'm almost out of the garage. Oh my God. So I don't think Wildflower Loops is here tonight. I'll have to remember to tell her. So last week I was saying that my husband had ordered himself a mixer because he makes like techno music and stuff. And holy crap, guys, it came in. It is huge. I look like I have a recording studio in my basement. It's like this wide, and there's like so many buttons and like little knobs, and like it is insanity. And he had to unplug it from, oh my goodness, he had to unplug the old thing he had, and now there are wires everywhere. I'm sure Tori can picture it. But oh my goodness, yes, he's totally in love. He's totally in love. However, it's been frustrating for him because there were some cables that he needed that he didn't know he was going to need when he bought it, so he didn't order them. So it got here, and then he couldn't like use it until he got the cables. And the cables weren't supposed to be here till Monday, but they showed up today. So for the first time, he actually got it. Like, he could listen to his computer through it during the week, but he couldn't like connect his. He has an analog synthesizer that he built, so it's all sorts of little BB lights and like knobs and stuff, and you take a wire and you plug it into the front here and you plug it in over there, and it makes weird noises, and I don't know. I just look at it and I'm confused. But anyways, he couldn't listen to that through it. He couldn't like manipulate through it until today. So that's good. But then he hooked up his favorite synthesizer, which is a Poly 6. I don't know if any of you know anything about that, but it's Poly 6, and he went to turn that on today, and it was dead. So that's a bummer. It's like a 40-year-old keyboard. It's a pretty famous type of keyboard. So that happened before, so he doesn't know if he's going to be able to fix it or if it's dead. But if anybody can fix it, it's him. He can, he gets down there with his little wires and his what is it? Soldering iron, and makes all sorts of stuff work, electrical stuff. He did electrical. He didn't finish college, but when he went to college, he went for electrical engineering, and he has kept up with those kinds of projects, and so he still remembers a lot of it. But I'm assuming that's why he knows how to do this. I don't know. Maybe not. I do know that like back when the internet, before it was the thing for everybody, he did have a pretty big page about synthesizers. So, yeah. So that was a big thing this week, anyways. Had a huge and it came in the like when you look at night, Tammy. Oh, yours the techie stuff. But I'm laughing because out in the driveway is this like if you watch movies about like, rock stars, like bands or whatever, you always see those big black cases on rolling wheels and stuff. Like that's literally what showed up here this week. It was big. It is large. I'm like, we're gonna have to lump the case up to the attic, I think. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. It's not heavy, it's just really big, and so it's awkward, but it's on wheels. So yeah. So that's been exciting. That's really the biggest thing that happened here this week. I got a steam cleaner. But I think that was last week. So that's really all that's going on. What about like what's going on with you guys? Oh, I never finished my knees. For goodness sakes. So my knees are feeling better. They're not perfect, but I got new shoes. And I think that there was something going on with my orthotics, and my sneakers were too worn out for my orthotics. And so that was making whatever the issue was worse. And I think the issue is I'm fat and middle-aged. And so, and so stuff hurts. Yes, I will have it. I will have a place to store the bodies for sure. That's if we're gonna store bodies, though. I'll put it out in the barn so that I don't have to smell it from because that's the attic. It's right over here, the entry. Um, but yeah, so I think I just need to continue with losing weight. That will be helpful. But in the meantime, the sneakers are helping, and all of my blood work came back, and it's all good, guys. Like, there were a couple of abnormal things, and my doctor had sent me an email that said, I've reviewed your stuff. Everything is normal, and the few things that are abnormal are not clinically significant and do not require any sort of follow-up. And so I was like, well, what the hell does that mean? And it took about a week for them to put all the results up so that I could see them. And he was right. It's like the stuff that was like abnormal was no big deal. My calcium was a little bit low. Which makes sense because I have trouble with dairy. So I don't drink milk or anything. And I'll just have to, try and make sure that I eat calcium rich foods. But that and what else was it? Oh, my HDL was a little low and my LDL was a little high. I think that's what it is. Like the good stuff was a little low. The bad stuff was a little high. Green stuff. Yeah, we've been eating a lot of greens here, but it's like, lettuces, but it's not crunchy lettuces because we're growing it in the garden. So it's like, leaf lettuce. I like iceberg lettuce because it's really crunchy. Isn't that terrible? Like, I like the lettuce that has no flavor because I just really eat lettuce for crunch. So I'm almost offended when there's flavor involved. But we've been eating a lot of it because the garden. And then, but my overall cholesterol level was good, and my ratio was good, and my triglycerides were good. And the exciting thing is, Tori, if you're watching still, you'll be pleased to know my A1C was 5.5. So I was diagnosed with diabetes about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and my A1C never got above 6.7. So I was starting out from a really, really a good place for a diabetic. I mean, 6.7 is just barely over the line. But I had been pre-diabetic for like 25 years. And so my A1C right now is 5.5, which is not even pre-diabetic. It's completely normal. Yeah, it is a great A1C. I mean, it's normal. Thank you, honey. And so I haven't been taking metformin for probably, I don't know, a month and a half. So it's good to know that it's not spiking because I came off metformin. Although, I haven't been eating strictly keto. A1C is it's the average of your blood sugar over the course of 3 months. Like if you're diabetic, they measure your A1C and they like to see it, under 6.7. If you have 5.5, anything under 5.7, I believe it is normal. 5.7 to 6.4 is like pre-diabetes, and then 6.5 and above is diabetes. And so that A1C number takes your blood sugar and it averages it over the course of 3 months to give your doctor an idea of what your actual blood sugar is going on. I don't think he checked my insulin. My insulin was always high, but that had started to come down. I had been doing really strict keto about a year ago, and I lost pounds, and my insulin used to be 46. So those who know what that is bad. That's like really bad. Should be like 6. And so I got that down to 9. And then my A1C, the lowest it went was 5.4. So it's at 5.5 right now. So I'm really, really, really pleased. And so I have not been eating super strict keto, and I have been adding some things back in that Dave misses, really, honestly. And I miss too, but like he misses fruit. And so, I've been buying some grapes and you can have berries, but you get sick of berries. You want some fruit. And so I've been buying grapes because those are, easy to deal with. Like right now, I actually have a little bowl of some grapes to munch on. And I have also been throwing in snacks. Like, I also have a couple of chips over here. And that's not keto, Occasionally I'll if I make hot dogs, I'll make beans with it, and that's not keto. But apparently I'm doing a good enough kind of mix that I'm holding steady with my A1C and stuff, but I'm not losing weight. And so that is stalled. And so for sure, for me, because I have PCOS, because I have blood sugar issues, I have found the only effective way for me to lose weight is keto. And so I'm going to have to slowly cut back on any carbs. Blueberries are fine. And we have blueberries, and a lot there's actually a treat that I make. It's like a blueberry bar, and it's keto allowed. Everything is allowed, and it's good. So that's like a treat that we have when we're doing super strict, and when we're not. But that we do have is blueberries. But I got to slowly cut out the carbs that I had added back in, because if you don't, you get keto flu, or I do anyways. Like I have had horrifying keto flu every time I've gone to strict keto. So I always advise people, have your electrolytes, make sure you have pink Himalayan salt. Bonnie, this is a good place for you to like just electrolytes, pink Himalayan salt, and be prepared to feel yucky. Hopefully some people it hits worse than others. I think the more carb heavy your diet is, the harder it can be. So like I would never say go, like the first time I did it, I went cold turkey. And I had heart palpitations. I sat on the couch for 2 weeks, just waited to die. Literally, I felt horrible. And even Dave was doing it with me. Even he would go like 3 or 4, maybe 5 days, and then he would have a day that he just like slept half the day, and you're exhausted. And it's because your body hasn't figured out that it needs to start burning fat for fuel instead of carbs. And so you're just completely worn out. And when you go keto and you go into ketosis, you actually like flush more of the electrolytes out of your body faster, which is why you want to have electrolytes and you want to have salt. A lot of times if you're not feeling well, they'll tell you to like take some salt and just put it in your mouth. And it can help make you feel better if you're feeling nauseous, if you can get dizzy, headaches, diarrhea, upset stomach, like all of it. It's like the flu. So I would never ever go cold turkey again. So Bonnie, I would say it is definitely worth trying. Some people feel amazing on it. I don't feel amazing doing it. I don't think it is like the ideal long-term strategy for me for eating. But it is definitely where I need to go if I want to lose weight. Yeah, it is. It's right. And you don't lose weight just in the beginning because you're sick either. But the thing is, the other thing that was happening when I went cold turkey is I lost 25 pounds in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. and it was just too fast. Yeah, I would take at least a month to like start upping your water intake. That's the other thing. You want to be drinking a lot of water while you're doing this. Keep hydrated. Super, super important. Um, but I was doing this under medical supervision. So, I was on the phone with my doctor's office. They knew that I was feeling this way. They knew that I was having heart palpitations. I was checking my blood pressure, which it was high, but they were like, you are not like emergency yet, but it is high, so just keep monitoring. And it evened out, but I never got that feeling that other people get, which is where they get this surge of energy, all of a sudden. That never happened for me. uh, I did feel better. I was able, it did subside, but it took a while. It took a long while, but they felt like I was detoxing for like 2.5 months, 3 months. And it's just sugar, really, for me. It's a sugar addiction. And, my skin broke out, all sorts of stuff. But, and then the weight loss slowed down as well, but that really fast, hard, like 25 pounds in like 2 weeks, that was just, my body just didn't know what the heck was going on. So it's definitely something that I think works really well for people. My sister's actually doing it right now, she and her husband, and they're having success. My sister is not heavy like I am. She's, when she might have 10 pounds to lose or something. She's adorable. She's a tiny little thing. She's about 5 feet. Um, but she's doing it because she had started to gain some weight, I guess, that she was feeling uncomfortable in her clothes or something. And she's had success in losing weight. And you all know, like, the closer you are to your goal weight, the harder it is to lose the weight. So, that speaks to it. But it's extremely clean eating. Extremely clean eating. I mean, you're not eating sugar, grains, beans, legumes of any type. Except for peanuts. You can do peanuts, but they're kind of high carb. So basically, you want to keep under 20 carbs a day for keto, strict keto. And some people do total carbs, some people do net carbs. You have to decide what's best for you. But yes, so I am going to be phasing out the carbs that we have been eating. And it's not that we eat terrible, but, like, I do occasionally make tater tots because, I'm human and life gets busy. And sometimes you just want a damn tater tot and you want the ease of it. So, but those things will have to phase out so that I can gear up on losing weight again. And then hopefully I'll get to a place where I can go to a more just low carb and not keto, or maybe even paleo type of eating, which I think would be more satisfying for Dave as well, because he eats this way with me. And then rely on exercise more at that point. But I have to like lose more weight, I think, so that my legs don't get as sore. So, but the big redness and swelling and hotness has calmed down. It's not like it was. It's not perfect, but it's not like it was. So everything looks good. Even my Lyme came back negative, so that's good because I was pretty nervous about that. 3/4 inch seam instead of a 3/8. Wow, that's something. Those gotta be some skinny legs. You can have peanut butter. You just, Cynthia, it's like you don't have to give it nut butters are actually really good because it's good protein. It's also good fat. A lot of fat bombs use peanut butters, almond butters, cashew butters, sunflower seed butter, tahini even. I've seen cookies made with tahini. Couldn't see. Yeah, I'm like looking forward to getting some sewing done. Guys, I ordered some naughty fabric. I think I'm going to make knot bags with it. Reversible ones. Oh, plant-based? So it's just no eggs or anything to either, or yes on eggs and dairy. So it's not vegan. You can have like dairy products and eggs and stuff. But yeah, guys, I got some fabric, some F words on it. You know, I think honestly, if I lived alone, like if I wasn't married to a guy who really liked, meat and stuff, um, I think I would eat veggie based most of the time, honestly. Like we bought a half a cow last year, and I said to Dave last night, "What do you want for dinner?" And he was like, "Beef, any kind of beef," because I just don't think to make it. It's like not my thing. It's not my favorite at all. If I'm gonna make meat, I like chicken. I guess I'm really vanilla. You can do a gazillion things with chicken. Chicken marsala, guys. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite things on earth. Different meals. Yeah, see, Dave is too. And if I said to him I'm going to be a vegetarian, he might put his foot down. But 99% of the time, if I say I have to eat this way, he says, okay, I'll do it with you because I don't want you to have to cook 2 meals. All carbs. Yeah, carbs is tough. I'm a carbaholic. I love carbs. I love the way I like how they make me feel, even though it's not good for me. It's hard to explain. It's a comfort thing, I think. More veg. We eat a lot of vegetables, though. I will say that. Like we don't. I don't eat anywhere near the carbs I used to eat at all. Plant-based recipes. Do you Google it or do you go on Pinterest, Bonnie? Sorry, guys. I have an itchy back. Do you hate that? It's like in that one spot you can't get in the middle. Let's get Dave to scratch it later. But yeah, so it's been a quiet week, guys. Aside from me just having this whole room torn apart, and I tell you what, you re-familiarize yourself with uh, some of the things that you have bought. But part of what I was saying about that is I bought some naughty fabrics. I'm thinking I'm going to make the reversible knot bags with them on the inside, but then people can either be quietly sassy and have things on the inside, or they can flip it out and be loud and proud. Looked everywhere. Um, but I don't know if any of you guys watched that show, The Good Place. Did any of you guys watch that show? The Good Place with Ted Danson. Night, sweetie. Get some rest. I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh my God, guys. Wait right here. I got to show you if you love that show. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to dig because the fabric is just piled. Guys, I hope that this will show up. Can you see? It says things like, holy mother forking shirt balls, and ash hole, and forkity fork, bullshirt. All of the non-swear swears from A Good Place. No, I don't know if there is or not on this fabric. So I'm going to make bags with it, guys. And then there's other ones that are like this, but they have actual swears. And those was what I'll use on the inside. I found that at Spoonflower, Bonnie. It's they print fabric to order. Right? As soon as I saw holy shirt balls, I thought, oh, I have to buy that. I have to get it. Geek speak. I cuss in every speak, let me tell you. But so I got some, so yeah, I got some that are kind of I got one that's kind of pinky, and I think it says no F's given. And then there's another one that's black and white that says I don't know what I'm effing doing. And then there was another one that just says Effity FF. And that one I think is blue. And then I got one, guys. It's little penises with like angel wings, all flying around in front of rainbow, like a rainbow background. It makes me laugh really hard. I don't know why. It's like that's one I don't think anybody's probably gonna flip to the outside. But who knows? Maybe somebody is, really sassy. And then I got like, the Valentine hearts that say like be mine and stuff. There's one of those that has like big hearts, but not really big, but like the size of this flower, and it says things like bite me and other assorted like profane things in it. So I think that'll be cute in some of the bags. And the thing is like I went there wanting to find some interesting fabrics, and then I ended up, of course, in the adult fabrics, and then I saw a lot of the fabrics that Naughty Knitting Sacks uses, and so I didn't want to like use this because I've seen her use a lot of the same ones, and so hopefully I didn't order ones that she uses because I don't want to, but it was too good not to. Some of those was just cracking me up. There's a really neat one with octopus. It's like kind of steampunk. It's got like octopi. Just really neat things with octopuses in them. Octopi in them. So it'll be fun. I think when I finally get all that going and I can get back to bags. There'll be some fun ones. Oh, and then of course I've got like 15 skeins of hand-dyed yarn to list in the shop. So hopefully beginning of the week, I'll put up a video and let you guys know. That is awesome. I love that fabric. I should have gotten more of it, but I wanted to see what it was like first. That's the thing about Spoonflower. You can get anything you could think of there. I mean, Tori, actually, my daughter, I think she's gone now. For her final in art school in college, she has a bachelor's degree in illustration. She actually designed a line of fabric and had it printed out at Spoonflower, and then we took the fabric and we made things with it. So her final, exhibit, really it was an exhibit, was all useful items made from the fabric that she designed, which I thought was really interesting. But she got it at Spoonflower. And it's not cheap. Like it's like I think the cheapest one but you can get it on any kind. There's like so many different types of fabrics you can have it printed on, and then you can also get like wallpaper and other stuff as well. But it's like the cheapest fabric option is like $18.50 a yard. So I didn't want to order like a whole bunch of it until I got it and saw how I liked it. But that's one I might have to keep in stock pretty frequently because that cracks me up. Mother forking shirt balls. That's my favorite part of that show is the swearing. But all right, guys. We're coming up on an hour. It's almost 10 o'clock. I've had a long week. This room has exhausted me. I'm ready to leave the room. I think I've been here all day, and I will be in here all day again tomorrow. But thank you guys for coming and spending some time with me and chatting. You too, Irene. I hope your week improves immediately. All right, guys, watch for a new craft room tour, and I think I actually have a video just about ready on some sewing purchases that I made, a sewing purchase that I made that I wanted to share with you guys because I thought it was excellent. So that should maybe be coming out soon too. But all right, I will see all of you later. Have a fabulous weekend. And Oh, don't forget, if you want some Color Street, hit me up. I'll send you some samples. I will, Bonnie. I'm so excited. I haven't done any, but I'm going to this week. I'm going to. I'm thinking maybe Sunday I'm going to take a few hours and maybe do some too. So, all right. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bonnie, I do not have any Flamingo Color Street. I think that one is retired. I have a bunch of other ones, though. If you want, shoot me a message and I can tell you what I've got. You can let me know exactly, like, if it's a color that you're looking for. I can see what I've got. Tomorrow, I'll edit this, and there will be a Color Street email in there. You can go to that, but it's also in all of my other videos, recent videos anyway. But look for it tomorrow in the thing if you don't find it in another one. All right? And I'll get you set up. Okay, guys. Really bye this time.